Happy Thursday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Mamapreneur Podcast. My name is Robin. I am your hostess with the mostest. And we are on episode number 24, guys. Number 24. I thank you guys so much for always tuning in. If you've been following me for the past year, we're a year in, y'all. I can't believe it. But thank you guys so much for joining tonight. For my first timers, thank you for coming to watch us tonight and support us tonight. And you are welcome. All righty. As you can see, I have three fabulous mamapreneurs that I'm going to showcase and showcase you guys today. And you'll get to know a little bit more about them, their story, and their why they became entrepreneurs, okay? And why they love what they do. So I'll get to them shortly. Regardless if this is your first time or if you've been tuning in, this is a very interactive podcast. As much as you would like to hear the four of us just chit and chat, we want you chiming in. So if you're feeling something that one of the ladies is saying or what I'm saying, because I'm just so fabulous and you just like what I'm saying, make sure that you chime in the comments. If you agree, chime in. You know, if you got a question, chime in the comments. Feel free. I'm really good about answering your question or having the ladies answer your question while we're live. So make sure you are chitting and chatting in the chat, okay? Next, if you are an entrepreneur in the audience, I would like for you to tag your business name, whether it's your Facebook, Instagram, website, in the comments. We would love to support you, and you never know, your business may be a support and a blessing to someone else. So the wonderful Mary Kay says, nothing happens until you sell something. So what that means, you got to open your mouth. So you got to network. So if you're an entrepreneur in the audience, make sure you type your business link and such in the comment section. I know I'm giving you guys a lot to do, but you'll be all right. So next, audience, you're going to share this live broadcast. If you're tuning in on Facebook right now, I do a drawing every show, and you never know what you may be the winner. But all you have to do is share this live broadcast and type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments, okay? Share. Sharing is caring. So, are you ladies excited? You glad to be here? Try not to smile. Great. I'm glad to see y'all. So before I go into my lovely affirmations, I like to talk about the purpose of the show and introduce me before I introduce them. So the purpose of the show, I give shouts out every show to our fearless leader of the power team, Miss Kesha Kesh, who gave me an opportunity. November will be 2 years ago. She gave me an opportunity to come on to the show and to showcase my business. And then a year later, we're a year later for me having this show. And so she gave me a chance. And so the purpose of this show is to give other female entrepreneurs a voice and a platform to be able to promote themselves and their businesses. So I'm a mama. I have a 12-year-old, almost 13-year-old son who's going on 49. And he is my light and my joy. And so of course, I work hard for him. So I am a mama. I work corporate by day, and I am entrepreneur all around that. And so I am a hairstylist, salon owner. I am a distributor with Paparazzi Jewelry. If I can showcase a little of the jewels, a little something. And been doing that for about a year and a half. Yeah, year and a half. I had to count. This year going by so fast, whatever. And I am an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay and have been for the past 14 years. And also I'm a distributor with Total Life Changes, health and wellness brand that is based out of Michigan. So I know a little something about being an entrepreneur. Someone requested to look at the bling, so we got this good paparazzi jewels, home of the $5 bling. So yes, that's a little bit about me. But before we go any further, make sure you're sharing the live. So share the live and hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. All right. Also, if you've been watching us or listening to us, you would know that I am a lover of affirmations. I am a firm believer of speaking positive things into your life, and the positive things will come to God's ears from us. So I got some affirmations for you people in TV land and podcast land. So if you're into that kind of thing, have a pen and paper handy. I love it. I've seen a difference in my life just speaking positive affirmations. So I got a few. So here we go. Nice, short, and sweet. I am in perfect peace. You can't buy peace. Nothing like a great peace of mind. Amen. I am in perfect peace. Next, I am continuously evolving into the best version of myself. We always have to continue to grow and constantly evolve. If you are the same person as you were last year, something is wrong. Just saying. Just saying. I will trust God's timing for my life and will be grateful for what is to come. Now, I know that was long, and I'm going to say it again. I will trust God's timing for my life and will be grateful for what is to come. All right. I will stop expecting me in other people. We'll say that a little louder for the people in the back. I will stop expecting me in other people. Hope that blessed somebody today. All right. I am healthy, healed, and whole. I am healthy, healed, and whole. You got to be whole before you make somebody else whole. You got to be healed before you try to make somebody else healed. You got to be healthy before you can try to take care of somebody else. All right. I'm accepting tips for these tips for y'all today. Tips for tips. All right. All right, next. I am equipped for greatness. If you don't think you're great, who will? Just saying. I am equipped for greatness. All right. I am open to receive everything that I can ever dream of or more, excuse me. I am open to receive everything that I could ever dream of and more. That's it, y'all. In a nutshell. Hope these affirmations bless you like they blessed me. So, all right. Let me introduce these fabulous ladies. So I'm going to go first to the beautiful Antonique Brown, Miss Rochester, New York. See, the cool thing about this podcast, you don't necessarily have to be from DFW. You can be from anywhere. And so I got the opportunity to meet Miss Antonique through a good friend of mine. And she gave me a few names. I said, that's what friends are for. Amen. Amen. And so got to chat with her and get to know more about her story. We're in the same line of business. And so I love it when to see people in their journey. And so, Antonique, you go ahead and tell everybody about you, your business, your why, all the fun stuff. And then we'll chat back after.
All right.
You on mute, Mama.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Can
there
you
you
hear
go.
me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Anthony Brown. I am the owner of May's Fashion Tips, where I create and make custom press-on nails. I also have a shop here in Rochester, New York called Upstate Beauty LLC, where I am a now licensed esthetician.
Oh,
Um, so I offer like waxing and pedicures because I'm also a licensed nail tech. I offer body treatments and just a bunch of other services. My why, I would say mental health. So I started my press on nail business actually July would be a year. And it was just kind of something that I just needed to do kind of for myself. Was working from home, just wasn't happy about it, and just wanted to try something different. Um, when I started in July, that actually motivated me to go to school. So I started school in September, and I just graduated about 2 weeks now. 2 weeks ago.
yeah, fresh girl.
Fresh.
I love that.
That's about it.
Okay. Hey, have you always had a passion for nails or for the beauty industry? Well, beauty industry, let me say that. Have you
Not
always
not really.
prior to that? No?
Kind of. So I started playing around with like acrylic and different nail stuff during the pandemic. Um, but I worked a lot of like corporate jobs. So I was always like working like in the office settings and stuff like that. And like I said, during the pandemic, I actually started working remote. And just wanted a breath of fresh air, just wanted something different. And when I started to get into nails and like the art of it, I found I was actually good at it. So I would say I was kind of like arts, kind of, I like painting and stuff like that, but I never thought about implementing it into nails until I just literally just did it. It started.
Yeah. And that's what it is. You just get into it. You don't know how it's gonna go. You don't know what direction you're gonna go in. You just did it, and I love that. She's extremely talented, y'all. They will be posting her Facebook or Instagram info in the comments. Check it out. So talk about your with the nails. What all do is press on nails? What else?
So it's it's mainly press on nails. So what I do is I pretty much can make everything. These are some I got on right now, actually.
Okay, I know that virtual background would be a beast. I know. I can see it now. Yeah.
But these are actually these are I would say my number one sellers. They're pretty much just all blinged out nails. Everything I hand make and do right in my house. And I would say I grew like a lot of my clientele from really social media. I used to follow like Super and different people on Instagram and kind of just seeing how they kind of motivated me as far as businesses. And I don't know, to be honest with you, I just did it. I really just walked out on faith and I said, you know what, I got nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah.
And like it'll be a year in July. It doesn't even seem like it.
Amazing. And it's just going to continue to grow. That's the cool part about it. It's going to continue to grow. And then God's going to put certain people and things. You're like, you know what? I can add that to the business. Okay. You know what? Or get with this person. Girl, you may get funded. You just never know, who you cross paths with,
Yeah,
So
you're right about that.
You stepped out on faith. What was I going to say? We're going to chat a little bit about social media here in a minute, about building your brand through social media. So hang tight in that department. All right. Thank you. Well, tell everybody how you can be reached real quick before we go to the next Mamapreneur.
Okay. I could be reached on Facebook at what do you have me thinking? Put me on the spot. What is my I can reach that Facebook at Sharnae Nails. So it's going to come up either Sharnae Nails for one account, and somehow I got another account that says as Nays Fashion Tips. So Nays Fashion Tips is the actual my business name. So you can find my business page on there for a lot of like my photos and videos. And then I'm also on Instagram, which is Ms. MZ Sharnae Nails.
All right. Now for your nails, is there a separate website for the nails?
No, I don't have a website. Everything I do is right on my business page on Facebook. So most of my clients just kind of message me, send pictures of what they like, and I ship everywhere. So far I've shipped probably like 5 or 6 different states. I pride myself on like good customer service and kind of quick turnaround time. So
I love that. Customer service. Come on now. You gotta have that.
Big, yes.
Yes, it makes a difference.
It really does.
Guys, make sure you check out Sharnae's Nails on Facebook and Instagram. Well, Miss Sharnae on Instagram. So check out her nail designs. She is extremely talented. And you're a lot like me. You know, we do everything. People be like, Robin, you need to specify one thing. And I'll give an example. So I'm actually going to an event. It's like a pamper event. A friend of mine invited me to. And the cool part about doing multiple services, she called me. She was like, okay, now which one can you do? You got 8, 9 people. Which one can you do in a allotted amount of time? So I'm going to do facials on Saturday for somebody. You know, and that's the cool part about doing multiple services. So don't let nobody ever tell you, girl, you're doing too much. That's too much. You know, you hone in on all your skills. And I'm saying that to you because you're just, coming into the game. Hone in on all your skills. I have some clients that come and get all services, hair, lashes, and facials. You know, hey, why not all in house?
Yeah, it's crazy because I actually, when I went to school, I really went for nails. But I ended up doing nails and aesthetics, and I still have my love and passion for nails, but I really fell in love with the aesthetic side as well. So
yeah,
never would have thought of last year. You would have never. Oh yeah, I would have never been popping pimples and stuff last year. This year,
Sharnae pimple popper,
or doing waxing, or I never even thought about doing none of that stuff. But I love it.
And then the cool part about our line of work, it can be, like COVID happened, or, we got inflation going on right now with everything going up, running amok. If there's a huge recession, guess what? Folks gonna still get their nails done. Folks gonna still get their hair done. All the services. They're gonna come and get all the services. They say they still got to look good. And we may got $1.99 in the bank. We gonna still look good, okay? The pandemic, when we was in shelter in place here in Texas, the customers were still trying to come and get services. I'm like, no. The regulation board is trying to catch folks. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. No. But thank you so much, Antonique. I just want to spotlight you. We're gonna move on to the next Mamapreneur, the fabulous Tamika Copley. Tamika and I know someone mutually, and I remember hearing a little bit of her story. And she's new to Texas, and I was like, wow, let's get Tamika on the show. And she agreed, and I am just so glad to see your smiling face, and tell everybody about What a Smile, Tamika.
Well, I am happy to be here. My name's Tamika Copley, and What a Smile is a mobile photo booth rental. And we book all types of events, graduations, weddings, birthdays, and I just like to think, we have those special moments, family gatherings, barbecues, birthday parties, weddings, and, we can think back on those moments and remember them, but what better way to encapsulate those moments than to have an actual photo to, refresh and renew those great moments. So that's what we do.
Tell me your story. Tell a little bit about you. We know you're from Missouri?
Ohio.
Close enough. Tell us a little bit about you, about your story. What brought What a Smile to life?
Well, I was in a small town in Ohio, and really, I was the only photo booth rental business in that small town. One moment, I really love pictures and photos. I'm always taking pictures on my phone, or, when people actually used cameras, I was using my camera all the time just to capture those moments, because I'm the person that likes to sit back and look at those pictures and remember those moments. And one day I was just like, I want to start a photo booth business.
Awesome.
A photo booth rental, and that's where it started. Okay. And obviously, I have a daughter, and I want her to see that she can do anything that she wants to do. So if she says she wants to start this business, then just do it. And just trying to create that idea of generational wealth and being able to go get it for yourself.
Absolutely. And then when did you start? How long ago was that? How many years ago?
So when I got the equipment, it actually was prior to COVID, a couple months prior to us going into lockdown. So it was on hold for a while because I wasn't able to take it out into public and people weren't allowed to gather. So I've actually been in business and booking events for about a year.
Wow. Okay. And as far as if someone wants to book a time with you for your photo booth or your 360 camera or whatever, how do people are able to reach out to you and to, if they need a consult, whatever?
I'm glad you said that. I'm so excited. That is new equipment that we have that was not available prior to coming to Texas, new start, new equipment. So now we do have the 360 photo booth, and we can be reached Facebook, What a Smile, as well as Instagram. Instagram is it's WHATTA_smile. And through both of those, you can access the website, which you can email, call, text to book, and pricing and information is available on there as well.
Okay. Got a question from the audience. Are you local? Do you just do bookings local, or are you willing to travel?
I do travel. And that can all, be discussed. There's so many miles we'll travel, and then we'll also travel further for an additional fee.
Okay. What's like the best photo shoot that you've had? Like something, that's like memorable. You like, man, that was so much fun.
Well, actually, the most memorable would be I did like a 7th, 8th grade dance. But the kids that were there, I taught, because I'm a teacher by day. So the kids that were there, I taught in 2nd grade. So to see them now as 7th and 8th graders, that was just a really memorable moment for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, I taught you guys when you were 8 years old. So that was a real special moment.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the jack. We got the jack of all trades. I think this whole, everyone that's on tonight, jack of all trades, ladies of many talents. We got teacher. Now, are you guys, is your school district still in, or are you guys done?
Well, today was the students. It was their last day. I still going until next week.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, my munchkin, he's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. He's done. So, and he's excited. He's ready. So, before I go any further, Tamika, thank you, and thank all the teachers and principals, faculty, staff. Thank you guys for what you do. The past 2 years has been a trip. Thank you guys for what you do. I'm gonna tell you something. That pandemic made some folks appreciate them teachers a little bit better. They like, man, I don't know this math, this new math. I didn't have that problem, but I heard so many complaints. Like, Lord, when they gonna open the doors back? So I have a few friends that are teachers and principals, and I tell them this all the time. Just my appreciation for what you guys do what you guys deal with. I don't think you get paid enough. I feel you need to get paid more. Who do we need to talk to? Get y'all some raises, some stipends. Just saying, Shouts out to all the educators. School's out. I posted something earlier. I posted last year and it came up in my my memories. And it's the teacher having a praise party because school was out. It was like the last day of school. So, shouts out to you guys for what you guys do. Thank you. What else was I going to say to you? We already asked how you can be reached. Now, is photo booth, that's just the only thing? Or do you do other kinds of photography like lifestyle or headshots or anything?
No, right now I'm only doing photo booth, but I do have additionally like props and things that you can have with the photo booth. So like funny hats and big roses, things that you can add as props to the photo booth. So
yes. Now with the 360 one, now how does that go? Like you get pictures right then? How does that go? I've seen it online. I've only went through one once, but it was really quick. I was a vendor at an event. I went, slid over there real quick, did me a little ditty, and then ran back to my booth. I don't know how it goes. How does it go?
So there are a couple different options. So with both of the photo booths that I have, there are pictures that you print off. You can access the pictures in a couple different ways. I can instantaneously, both the classic photo booth and the 360. You can get the photo emailed to you. You can get it texted to your phone. You can scan a QR code and it comes straight to your phone. But they're available right then and there through those avenues.
Okay, cool. All right, Tamika, how can you be reached? One more time for the people in the back.
One more time. So it's Whatta, WHATTA Smile on Facebook, and it is Whatta, WHATTA _smile on Instagram.
I love the name. I remember when you sent me your logo, I'm like, I love this. This is great. This is great. All right. Thank you, Tamika.
Thank you.
Last but not least, the fabulous Nija Carelock. Now, Nija, the past few shows, I have been meeting ladies from different groups. So Nija is another person I met from Pastor Darius Daniels' group he had for a what you want to call it, like a workshop?
The world workshop.
Yeah, because he's had. I've already been to the other one since, So, Pastor Darius Daniels, if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's amazing balls. I love my pastor, but I love me some Darius Daniels. He actually preached at my church while my pastor was on sabbatical, and that's how I caught wind of him. And he came and he did that. I'm like, what's his information? Let's follow him ASAP. He's one of those pastors that kind of keeps it real, sometimes too real, like my pastor, but I love him for it. Anyway, and so there's a Facebook group for the workshop, and I met one of the doctors that was on my last show, and I have Nija, and I have another lady that's coming on later, and it's great to, if you watch previous episodes of this podcast, I always like to spread the love, and I always talk about networking. You never know what blessing you will get from networking. You never know who you may meet, what direction your career, your life, whatever can go in just by networking. And so got to network with Miss Nija. What she does, and I'm ready for you to talk about it, but what she does, it is a blooming field. When I say more and more people are getting into the virtual assistant world, it's mind-boggling. I mean, you can put your price down. This is what I want. I'm not taking nothing less. I love it. Nija Carelock. Come on.
So I am Nija. I am the owner of Mindful Virtual Assistants. What I do is administrative duties for small to mid-sized entrepreneurs. I do their social media content. I do marketing. customer service. I do sales, and I also do a little bit of business coaching as well. And I do that all in the comfort of my home office. But it does allow me to reach a lot of people across the United States. So I love being able to reach a lot of people.
Okay. Now, what made you say virtual assistants? Let's start a business doing that. What made you say let's do? And how long has it been? How long has it been?
Oh man, so what made me do it was my mom owns a business, and I've seen her start her business from ground up, and I saw the struggles of an entrepreneur and what she needed and the help that she needed when she was growing her business. And then I also worked for her in her business, so it was doing recruiting. So I grew relationships with other business owners. And although I was helping them with hiring, I also saw some other needs that they needed. There were some things that I did for some of those business owners and even friends free of charge. And I just decided, you know what, I'm really good at this and I should just make it a business.
I love it. I love it. And you said when? How long ago was this?
I started it back in December, but I've been doing it for over 8 years.
Okay. Yeah, girl. Start charging folks.
Yeah, it was time.
This ain't for free. This is not for free.
I know. And then also, the other reason why is just going through a divorce, just trying to figure out what is it that I wanted to do, and tap into the things that I wanted to grow for me and my daughters, who are 10 and 4. It was just something that they get to see their mom do every day, and they always talk about how proud they are, and they sit in my office and they help me out. So it's a good family business.
You got your little assistants within the virtual assistant business. Got it. So so kind of chat about, so you help with social media, things like that. Kind of give a little bit more detail with that.
Sure.
Some people be like, I can do my own social media, but kind of talk about what you do within, managing.
Right. So what I do is I go and create content for them that looks just more professionally done, marketing pieces. I also target certain audiences. So for instance, if you owned a hair salon, I would target women between the ages of probably 18 and 50 who have an interest in pages that talk about hair or sell like hair weaves or extensions or things like that. And then I would target people that are closer to your area to build your following on your Facebook page, and that will in turn get you more clients. I also interact with all of their followers. So if someone makes a comment on a post of theirs, I comment back as if it was a company. I answer questions in their inboxes, and I just schedule postings out during the week so that it's consistent on their page that they're having some advertisement done.
That scheduler is the best thing smoking.
Yes.
That saves you so much time. Much time. And then you mentioned like customer service.
Yes. So
talk about that.
I have a couple of clients that have their business numbers connected to my phone. They're simply just too busy to be able to take those phone calls. They may be in meetings all day, or that may not be the best touch for them. They may forget to call someone back. So I answer those phone calls, schedule appointments for them, and then just do follow-ups on if they wanted to schedule an appointment with my client. I get that set up for them. If there are any inquiries, I follow up to see what they need. If it's a quote, I provide that. If they want to book a service, I provide that as well. So that way the owner doesn't have to worry about doing anything but getting an email from me for them to look at their calendar and see what I've scheduled for them for that week.
Okay. And are you just dealing with stylists, or you deal with just female entrepreneurs, or?
I deal with everybody. I have financial advisors all the way down to nonprofits. So it really doesn't matter the market. What we do is virtual assistants with you in mind, you being the business owner. So we will adapt to your business and your business culture, and then we'll just do whatever you need us to do for you to take the load off your shoulders.
Okay. I love it. And you can do it from home. So guys, she's way in South Carolina. Again, you don't have to be from the DFW to be on the show. So if you're here in Dallas, She can handle your business for you all the way from South Carolina. Okay. And that I'm tell you something. I say it just about every show, but this pandemic had people's wheels turning. Do you hear me? So
Yes.
a lot of businesses have stemmed, especially from Black women, stemmed from this pandemic. We had time on our hands. We're like, you know what? I'm gonna make some cookies. I talk about cookies all the time. I'm such a foodie, and I want cookies now. I'm trying to be good, but yeah, people, you want a cake business? Somebody can do your cake business for you. You want to do virtual assisting? Guess what? You started that business, and I am proud of you for just getting out there and doing it and networking. And how we met.
Yeah.
So, and say how you can be reached again.
I can be reached by my website at www.mindfulvirtualassistance.com or on Facebook, Mindful Virtual Assistants, and the little URL name is at Mindful Virtual Assistants 247.
Okay. So hopefully, guys in the audience, that you heard something today from one of these ladies, and you would love to do business with them. Their info is in the comments as well, so you should be able to get to their Facebook or IG handle, website, whatever. Make sure you are supporting these ladies and their businesses. They are doing it. They are doing it. Okay. Thanks, ladies. So, while we got a little bit of time left, I'm good at bringing up some topics. I just want you guys to chime in at any time because they're in regards to entrepreneurship and such. So, I'm just going to name off a topic, and you guys, whoever wants to start us off. Why not? Okay. So I always get people reach out to me from time to time, and they'll bring up certain things they wish that I could talk about on the show. So I just thought to put it in tonight's show and go from there. So the first topic is funding. How do you get funding for your business? I did do a little bit of research, but this stuff I already knew as well. So before you can request any funding for your business, please make sure you have your legal, if you know what that means. If you're legal, please make sure you got an EIN number. Don't be on here putting your social. They're going to deny you. Some check credit. So if your credit is not up to par, they're going to deny you. Oh, thank you, sis. I was featured in Voyage San Antonio magazine, and somebody chimed in the comments about my article. Thank you, sis, girl. First of many more. Anyway, sorry, I had to blush real quick. But yes, also, if you don't know what a DUNS number is, get your Dun and Bradstreet number. Look it up. When you get a minute, we ain't got that kind of time to be going over a class, and then I'm gonna charge like Nija. Amen. I'm gonna start charging like Nija. Also, I'm gonna list a few real quick that companies that are doing some type of grants. If you don't want to go the SBA route with a loan, so one I've been told about a lot, and I still haven't checked them out yet. I need to, but I've heard good things. UrbanawarenessUSA.org. They got all kinds of grants. Nonprofits, or you don't have to be a nonprofit. Shopify gives grants out. Check it out. Who would have thunk it?
Right.
LegalZoom has grants all the time. Now I've seen that. They give out grants, but you gotta submit the application for all of these, in a timely fashion. Always look in your area, your local area, of places that may be giving out grants to small businesses, especially now, you Black, we Black. There's probably one for women of color right now that we can go find just because we're women of color. But the top part of what I said, just make sure you're legal. Make sure you're legal. I knew some folks that were trying to do the PPP loans. They wasn't legal. They were getting denied. So, and how they getting people on the PPP loans, you might want to be, kind of thank God for, That's a whole nother show. Just saying. Just saying. Anybody else have any ideas on potential funding for your business that you may know of?
I would say for myself, I actually went through Kiva. A lot of people don't know about Kiva, but it's a 0% interest crowdfunding loan. So you got to kind of get out there and network, and in order to get the donations, kind of let people know who you are, why you are, and why they should invest in you. So Kiva definitely came through for me for a good startup. And I would say anybody that's at the beginning phases of trying to start up a business, definitely look into that. And like she said, just be legal. Like I made sure I did a DBA first, and then I actually got with one of my local lawyers and filed an LLC and did everything that way as well. So yeah, Kiva's a good one, and I'm still kind of looking more into the grants and stuff now. But yeah.
Love it. Look at you dropping some nuggets. Come on now. Drop some nuggets and some gems. All right. Next topic. Work-life balance as a mamapreneur. Anybody want to start us off? Work-life balance. How do you do it?
Hard.
Tamika, go.
It's hard. It's hard for sure. Not only caring for children in your home, plus working a daytime job and doing that on the side, and trying to be that mom that is supportive and going to all the sporting events, and it's definitely hard. And although we can't do it all, I sometimes trick myself into believing that I can do it all. And then of course you have to take those moments and just find the time for yourself to relax for a minute and gather yourself back, because it's hard. It's a lot.
Okay. Anybody else?
I would just say the biggest thing that I've learned from watching my mom even is just not feeling guilty about building something for you and your children. I do set aside time, so I do stick to a cutoff time of when I get off work. I have to switch into the next job, which is being mama. Just like they have a set bedtime so that I can be just Nija. So I do just have those cutoff times, and I stick to them no matter what's going on. And then also I just don't feel guilty about the time that I have to spend to build a life for them, because it's for the betterment of their future.
I love that. Yes. Boundaries. I am notorious for good boundary. My business hours are, and we set those business hours, and that's what we doing. And then, like you just said, you go into mommy mode or Nija mode or Tamika mode, and no work after, this time frame, or even business, same thing, no business after these hours, Otherwise, you be in your bed over here with your phone, looking at emails or whatever, if you didn't put that boundary out there. And then that leads to other things, burnout. So, Antonique, baby, anything you want to add?
I'm not a mom, but I'm a wife. So it's really kind of that same good balance. Especially for me, I was in school full time and trying to do my press-ons on the side, as well as services on the side, as well as making sure I put my husband first too. So it's definitely it's a balance. You just got to find the right balance. And you have to make time for yourself as well. I will say, with me, I'm learning more to kind of make time for myself, and not just with the business, with my mom, with, everything else. So once you find the balance and find that, brings you peace, but
yeah,
I don't know how to answer for that one. I'm still trying to find a balance.
Someone loves your accent. That's that New York, baby. New York accent. That's Rochester.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Next, which I see a lot in entrepreneurship, because there's so many people in entrepreneurship, so many people doing the same thing. So my next topic is comparison in entrepreneurship, because there's so many people. I work in a saturated field, so I it's easy to, like, oh, we've been in the business the same time. I could easily say that for some folks. Why they doing better? So that's where self-doubt, imposter syndrome, all that kind of comes in. So let's talk about it. Comparison in entrepreneurship, because it happens. Social media heightens it. So yeah.
I would just say with that comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're always comparing yourself to somebody else, then you're never going to be happy with what you do. You have Burger King, you have McDonald's. They sell virtually the same thing. You have QT, you have Spinks. They all sell gas, Skittles, and soda. Like, no one is better than the other. I think what sets you apart is what you bring to the table. Your personality, your customer service. You're the only one that has your secret sauce. So I'm not going to worry about what the next person is doing. If they have the same business as me, that is great. And I won't like try to compete with them. I will root them on because they have their secret sauce and I have mine. And that's just how it is. Yeah.
You know how to stand out. I believe in you, girl. I know you like
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
It's the same here. Like, well, especially here in Ohio. Like I said, in that small town, I was in one, but here, obviously, there are tons of people that are doing the same thing. But I mean, just go to the grocery store and go down the bread aisle. How many different companies are there? How many different types of bread? But, you're going to pick what you're going to pick based on what you like. So I'm somebody's cup of tea. So they're going to book with me. And then obviously, I have my personality and customer service that I'm going to offer to them. So I feel like, that to me, that's not a factor. I think I'm confident in what I bring to the table and what I offer. And it, they're going to be happy.
Yes, they are. And you got that smile. So what a smile. You're going to make them smile. Yeah, see, I caught that all together. Just kidding. Anthony, you got anything you want to add?
I would say keyword she said is, confidence. I'm more of I'd rather collaborate than kind of compete type of person, especially like you said, in our field, it can't get oversaturated. I was literally in school full of females all trying to do the same thing, but that never stopped us from supporting each other. That never stopped us from like sharing each other's stuff or like I'm the type, if there's something I can't do with a nail or something like that, I would literally
send them over.
Send them to somebody else that So I feel you don't get blessed that way. You don't get blessed worrying about someone else's timeline or how they're moving or so for me, it's not my cup of tea.
That's one of the reasons why I started this podcast, to be able to do that. Even if someone does what I do, so still showcase them, still support them. Yep. If I had 5 of y'all on and everybody did hair, so because everybody has different specialties, and so why not highlight that? And again, especially because we're in a saturated market, I love to be able to, put somebody out there on a platform that I am building and another platform that's already been around for some time. So, yeah. But I hear it a lot. Someone actually asked me that. And I was like, okay, I'm putting that in the show.
It happens. It's sad but true. It really does happen. But you got to just focus on your own lane.
Amen to that.
That's it.
Amen to that. All right, we got a couple more before we wrap up. All righty. Nija talked about it a little bit, and I'm gonna chime in on it because I know she got something to say about it. Me too. How do you ladies feel about having a mentor or a business coach helping you with your business? Nija, go. I'm playing.
I think it's awesome. Like, I feel like if I want to be the best, then I'm going to go find somebody who is overachieving at what I'm doing right now and learn from them. I may not do it exactly the way they do it, but just to be able to get that advice from them, or even just to see how they've built a blueprint to where they are, I think it's awesome. I don't see anything wrong with it at all.
I love it. I love every aspect of it, because as entrepreneurs, and I've said this a couple of shows, I'll say it again, we are always constantly learning. That is another purpose of this show, to educate. And so we are always constantly learning and evolving. We do not know everything. We have to kind of get with the times. Social media wasn't popping, 25 years ago, with some businesses. I'll even go the hairstylist route. We got booking sites today. Before, you had a book. I wish I had a book in front of me to do this. You had a book, and you said, okay, Cheryl, you coming at Saturday at 10? All right, girl, let me get this pencil. Let me write you down. Evolving. Now you can get on a website and book a service. Now you can get on a website if someone wants to book and get their pictures taken, or rent out the photo booth, or whatever. Times are constantly changing, so I love that the coach can kind of keep you centered and in order too on things you don't know, because you don't know everything. Nobody knows every single thing there is about entrepreneurship. I don't care if you've been doing it 5 days or 5 years or 50 years, So it's I like that aspect of it. Okay, they say you ladies talked about balance, but where's your happy place? What do you do for fun? Okay, all right. I'll go ahead and put that to one of you ladies. What is your happy place? Do you do anything fun? That was a question.
I would say, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would say just that family time. For example, since I've been out of school, I was able to get my niece from school like 2 or 3 times, and just to be able, like, she didn't expect me to be out there in the parking lot, so just to have that, that excitement time with her, and me and her and my husband go on a routine to McDonald's after school. So I would say just family. Anytime you can get family time, or that you time when you can get it. Me personally, if I could just binge watch something on the couch and not be bothered for a couple of hours, I'm okay.
Yes. Okay. Nija?
I have a screened in back porch, and I love going out there reading. So at a certain time every day, that's where I go, just to take a deep breath. And then that's just my happy place for myself. And like she said, just spending time with the family and not being bothered too. That's a big one. This is priceless.
I love you.
When you can watch anything million, then it's a good day.
I'm at Netflix, other room. Go.
Right.
Tamika?
Well, honestly, being in Texas has been like a happy place for me. Just the sunshine, and I've talked about it with my sister so many times that it's amazing to me just that. Well, not a little bit of sunshine. It's a lot of sunshine here. And I love it. And that, tends to be my happy place, going out and walking in the sun, or I love touristy things. So going to see new places and just walking around downtown, like just hearing the sights and sounds and just soaking up all the sun. Like that's kind of gives me peace feeling that sun. So
I love it. I like to travel, so travel's my bag. So that's my happy place. So I like to travel. I've already been on, Jesus, how many trips have we been on? I just got back. 3. I got 3 more left this year. But I like to travel. I like to see new places. I like to be out of water. I was in Florida for a retreat a couple weeks ago, and it was at the beach. That is so peaceful and relaxing, and you get to see God's creation, and it was fun. And I was laughing at the beach because there was so much melanin on the beach. It was me, and it had been like 13 of us total on the retreat, and we was at a retreat. It's not a lot of us where we were at the beach. It wasn't a lot of us. So they was like, oh my God, are you guys here for a bachelorette? We're like, no. enjoying the beach, just girls trip. I felt like we had to explain ourselves a few times, like, what y'all doing here? You ladies are on the beach. You're in the water. I'm like, my hair was up. I didn't worry about it. I was fine in my one piece. So, traveling is my happy place. Traveling and being with family as well, and food. One of my good friends, which is Antonique's good friend, who is watching right now. We have the same trait: food. We like food. We like to eat. Any food place, any new food place, we're probably there. Yeah.
That's so funny that you said that. That was what when people were asking me about moving here, and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to eat good food and travel. Like that
Yeah.
If I know anything, that is what I know. I want to eat good food and travel.
Yeah, that's it. I people let the pandemic kind of hold them back. I'm like, nope, we're not gonna let the pandemic. When they tell us we can travel, I'm gone. Guess what? I was gone.
It took me a minute, I ain't gonna lie.
Mask.
I'm gonna let you test the water out first, Robin.
Mask, shield, sanitizer. And like I just tried, that was a couple weeks ago, and it was folks on the plane with no mask on. I'm like, they lifted it. Robin didn't. So Robin didn't put her mask on, shield, and we're gonna keep it moving, because I'm glad I did, because on the way back from Florida, I had a lady coughing next to me. And then the kicker now, COVID has made people such hypochondriacs. So she coughing, hacking, and then she got her hand up talking about, it's not COVID, ma'am. Shut up. Coughing. just don't say nothing. We didn't need a discussion. Anyway, before we wrap up, thank you ladies so much for your input. Thank you guys so much. So a couple things before we sign off. Again, I'm doing some giveaways today, so please make sure, if you're watching the live broadcast, make sure you type, you first share the live Facebook broadcast and type shared in the comment section, or not shared. That's another Mamapreneur, excuse me. I do that for paparazzi, Jesus. Okay, y'all knew what I meant. Type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. Also, if you are a female entrepreneur in the audience, I do have a Facebook group called the Mamapreneur Tribe. If you're not a part of it, join us. It is all about community. Anyone who knows me knows that I love community and all that comes with it. And so this is just another platform for female entrepreneurs to stay encouraged, because entrepreneurship is not easy and not for the faint at heart. So, and I'm putting some events together. So I have a Dallas event coming up, and then we're going to, I got some ladies out of state that are out of, that's within Texas, that want to me to come up and do an event. We sure can. So, yes, so the Mamapreneur Tribe in Facebook. Make sure you're following the Power Team on all platforms. That is Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Anchor, Spotify, Twitter, Space. That is the joke, because it's everywhere. We are everywhere. So make sure you're following us on all platforms, so you're staying abreast to what is going on with the Power Team. My podcast is not the only one on there. Our fearless leader, Kesha and Dr. Real, they're on first and third Wednesday nights from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mamaprenuer Podcast is second and fourth Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we have Buying and Selling with Bree. So if you're into real estate, want to buy a house, don't know where to go, she is on Monday evenings, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time as well. And if you're wanting to start your own podcast, reach out to the Power Team inbox, and Kesha will be happy to get you set up. I did it as a leap of faith. Nija talked about a leap of faith. I was so scared to do this, and 24 episodes later. So you never know. We're the people that God will put in your life to get you started with your dreams. So thank you, Kesha. Anyway, we gotta go. But thank you, ladies. Thank you, Nija, Tamika, and Antonique, for joining and sharing your story and inspiring others tonight. And thank you guys for watching and tuning in. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks.